11 scientists found dead linked to anti-gravity and UFO research. The recent reports concerning an 11 scientists found dead or missing refer to Amy Eskridge, a 34-year-old researcher in Huntsville, Alabama, who co-founded the Institute for Exotic Science to study anti-gravity and experimental propulsion, while her death occurred in June of 2022 and was officially ruled an unalive. Her case has recently resurfaced as part of a broader federal investigation into a string of mysterious deaths and disappearances among scientists with ties to classified aerospace, nuclear, and UFO-related research. Amy was prominent in the alternative physics community for her work on gravity-related technology and propulsion systems. Before her death, she claimed in interviews and private messages that she was being targeted, harassed, stalked, and threatened with sexual violence and directed energy attacks. Does that sound like she was being gangstalked? With the term out here, illegal calls up or the surveillance out here, hey, was she gangstalked? Is that how she described it too? Gangstalk? Just like a lot of mass shooters, when they look into their articles, mass shooters, and you hear their story, and they say the same thing, they were being followed, harassed, stalked. And then when you really look into this quote into a prono, that you find out that there is a blacklist, a terrorist watch list, and there are innocent names that being thrown on that. Like Jane Cliff, her counsel just threw her name on that just because they were annoyed by her phone call, which was innocent, and they threw her on that blacklist terrorist watch list, and she was stalked, harassed by people, and she was placed on a list with violent sex attackers, and she was just innocent, just like a lot of people. Staged event in the Capitol, the riot happened, terrorist watch list, blacklist, and names is just thrown randomly, and people being illegally surveilled, stalked, illegal investigations, surveillance on people out here. So mass shootings is because of that program. Unalives is because of this program. Takes people losing their jobs because of this program, because it takes place in work too. So that's interesting that she said that without using the term gang stalking. But other people talk about it. They got video evidence, and this is all over the world. And the news media, they know all about this. They don't use these terms. They know all about it. So before you start questioning about mass shooters or people looking, go research. There is a blacklist, watch list. Innocent names is being thrown on it. Innocent. And the people the real criminals are the ones that's doing the stalking and following fake. Those are the ones. They don't talk about that, but it is being talked about. People's watching and they tuning in, and that name and that term is being everywhere, but besides the media, the news. It's very interesting, right? She claimed in interviews and private messages that she was being targeted, harassed, and threatened with sexual violence and directed energy attacks due to her intent to publicly disclose anti-gravity breakthroughs. Although the official cause was self-inflicted gunshot wound, the cause, I think everybody's like figuring out how the game is played already, right? Especially when it comes to a lot of people, before something happens to them or they just want to make sure they're safe. They always say, I am a person who is not like suicide, unalive. Like, I won't do that to myself. I know how to swim, a car, the brakes, everything works fine. Like, I love my life. So people let you know what's going on, and the next you know, here comes all of a sudden, oh, unalive, drowning, this and that, bullet to the back of that, unalive, but the bullets from the back. Like, how does one do it from the back? Like, and they, you see how the stories is coming out. Come on, man. So they just so yes, the official cause was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Former British intelligence officer Frank Milburn submitted findings to Congress in 2023 suggesting her death was not a unalive. It was not. As of April 2026, the FBI and National Nuclear Security Administration have launched a holistic review to determine if there are any links between 11 scientists and officials who have died or vanished. On April 2026, the Trump administration confirmed it is reviewing the cases. President Trump stated he hopes the deaths are random, but promised a definitive update within 10 days. If you're going to do this and look into that, then President Trump, you might as well look into that terrorist watch list, blacklist, and look at every name on there and see that you have a lot of innocent, random names in there. And there's people who's not even part of whatever that is. Look into that. Or anybody involved with that. Look into that. Look at that blacklist, terrorist watch list. Look at that. You're going to see that there's a lot of innocent people's names that was really innocent. Representatives James Comer and Eric Burlinson have sent formal requests for information to the Pentagon, the FBI, and Department of Energy, citing national security concerns. Online speculation links these events to a cover-up regarding UFO technology. UFO. If they're not UFOs, man, it's fallen angels. It's angels, fallen angels. The UFO technology. If you read the book of Enoch, it clearly tells you in the book of Enoch that Azazel and the fallen angels taught all the secrets of heaven to man. They were taught. So all the technology, all the movies you see with the AI, the deepfake, the CGI, the special effects, all the technology you see out here in this world, and technology that was from way before when we weren't even born, that's still here, that's kept in secret places, maybe underground. But all this technology, even the stuff coming out now, but all this technology, even Neuralinks and all stuff, control, that's all fallen angel technology, all that stuff you've seen. All the stuff you've seen out here was taught by fallen angels. Read the book of Enoch. It's everything you've seen from people out here, even girls, when they dye their hair different colors, pink, red, purple, like, and they do it. That was taught too. Read the book of Enoch. Everything was taught by fallen angels, by Azazel and fallen angels. Everything you've seen out here, magic, all this stuff, like nothing new under the sun.